Hello guys, we are back again and we are having our circle, which is a student in this one. Remember we have to implement like code operations. So having Java projects and according to these requirements. So AUCA have seen have done like just creating like this so remaining is too much. So let me come back to the project. We're here and in the model we're having our students in role orientation for resistance and all the constructors and constructors. Also we're having like one method in Java just to retrieve all the students. So also you can have like the interface in service there is nothing. This is service interface. Also there is this student service implementation, there is nothing. So also in the control we're testing, so we need to have like the main class here. So let me continue. Let me just come here in Java and put like more other methods. This is just for retrieving students. Also you need to have like one to save, because we are saving or we return can return like integer. This integer and returning object integer, and is called save the students one at a time. And we have passed the student model, means like the object student model equal to student. So this is the model. We pass this model. So I have to make sure I haven't added the turn statements, because always I have to turn something. So I have to say let me just do this. Let me try and catch as usual. We all get all the exception here which can raise so I'm getting this, and we have to save now. The first step is just create the session. Like the session. Hibernate. Session update open session as usual. So after opening it, also we need to close it. So after closing it, in between we have to save now our students. We have to, because we are receiving, we are changing something, or we are inserting. We're not getting something from the table. We are just saving. There will be a transaction. Transaction is being called here, and it will be from SS session dot begin transaction. If you can see begin transaction, this so there is either available for this. There's no just work from Hibernate share session contact something like this. Also we have to close this, of course. We close this. We have to commit just like to save. Let me first, after opening this transaction, beginning transaction, have to to save, just click the session dot save. Save, you see to save object, and you see the errors. So, which object we have it? By now we don't have an object, so I have to now pass this object. The object is this one, the student, which will have all the parameters. Save here. So the student. So what we have to turn here, we close the session. Now before closing, we have to commit. Relation dot commit. After now closing this, we have to turn something. Then say return 1. If I return 1, it means I have saved my student. But what if there is a student already there? The student is already there, because you can enter. We have said we enter the ID, or can assign ID. But if you are having ID, so maybe you have to check the user already exists. But when you stop here and say the student, and in this one, you see, if this will turn 1 if the condition is true, if the student is there, even if it is not, it will say like this. So what now in implementation? When we go to the service, this interface will implement the code. We just we have to pass the methods signature, but everything. Let's put methods signature. So this method signature, some people get confused with this one. Some people like to copy everything with this, and stop by here, and come and place like this. So looks like browse remote session. Then Java the terminal, but we also have to extend, because extend remote. We are extending class. Remember the keyword extend work in inheritance. So in inheritance we are inheriting the properties from remote class, and also go to service interface. So it throws also remote exception, because we may have some errors if you go like to the documentation. But before going there, I have to make sure you have to make sure this public or this private from the method is not there, or in the method signature we are not having this one. Make sure it is not there. Don't raise a method. So I have to also come and put also another method. This just like I have to copy this one only, and copy, and come back to our remote session. This is there. So by having this, remember, no public, no private. How which will be here. So after having this one for the student service, means if you are having more than one table, we also have like if you are having a lecturer, also you have a lecturer service, but because we are having only one table, we have only this one. I think we're done with this with interface. So if you go to the class, the service now interface implementation. So have to implement what? We are going to implement that class, that interface. If you go to students and control space, what? If you share the service, student service, this one, and what is not abstract, means not abstract. If you come and click here and implement all abstract methods, everything will come here. So, but here there is nothing to. Nothing. It's just throwing an app to help you return something. But as you are to have a return type, you need to make sure in this instead student you return what you have to return. So I have to make sure like this, and of course there will be return statement. So I will have any for time. I have to make sure I have imported in this class. I have to import the employee that student name student row how do I declare this? Now turn the row to what save student. So we are saving student and come here. And this is saying unreachable because I have to put the time cache and put cache here. This session this is so now return something from here. Return without something which will come from here. If it is either one or null, because I have simply return either one or null, leave this. Also I have to copy this one down here and try and catch and return nothing to pass here, just only to dot retrieve students, because we are not passing something. Anything other things will be there. So by this we are not done yet, because we are in RMI. We are going to extend another class, another class which is recast remote object. This will help us just to in communication of the of passing remote from the server to the client. So I have to also to make insert constructor, and in this constructor I have to say slow remote session, and I have to put super. The keyword super is just referring to this unicast remote object, which is just calling the constructor from this one. Means before running anything from this in class, which is implementing the interface service. So it have first to call the constructor from the unicast remote object. Means just inheriting, it's extending this all the properties from this. So this will help us to have the properties from this. If you want, I can see. Just like this. So after this, make sure you save this one, also this one, also this one. So we cannot test this because we have to have also the server, the controller, the mini class. All this doesn't have the main class, so have to have a class which is having the main class. Of course, it is just in controller. So there's a new Java class. It's a new server class which is having the main class, the main method, the main thing. So I have to make sure there is a main method, public static void main. So I put the arguments as usual. So what to put here? Then go to the documentation and see. If you go to the documentation Java here, you can have in here you have like RMI, have DBCI, GNTR, also you have RMI. Here you can get many about this one. Java remote application. Also the description, the overview, enables the programmer to get distributed Java technology based on Java based application. In this method, in which the method remote object can be invoked from the machines, possibly in different hosts. So you can have like if you go like Java and the Java specification, my specification, you have like table of content where you have background, the system goals, Java distributed, all of the definitions, the program, the parameters passing the remote. So the stubs and secrets on the remote interface, the remote exception class, the naming class, the remote object class, remote server, unicast, remote object if you come here. So this unicast provides support for creating and exporting remote objects. Just we need exporting and creating remote objects. The class implements a remote server object with the following items. Also everything here. Also you can see many things here. RMI security manager, or that you can read about this one. So if you like go like to the registry interface, you say see the registry API communication. So you can redirect it to you. There's many things you need to have. Properties in RMI, server properties. JMI they will call hostname, Java. RMI use IP address to indicate the location of location of the server. Java, everything here. Hostname, just anything. So we need to have like we have what we call registry. It is here. Registry interface. Just showing how to do registry, but you have to come here and have to use what you call registry. Check it here and here. Yeah, this one. Set registry. System.set registry. So the one we are using here. If you go to not here, just Java link application registry here. So what properties of the host name. Java. This my user and IP address to get location of a server. Location of a server embedded in the name of the interface. If the use of a hostname inside, this property is used to specify a full quantified hostname for a RMI. To use a remote object exported to a local Java virtual machine, the property can be also set to an IP address. If you have an IP address like just not on a local host, you can set an IP address, not set by default. So you have to change. For the first step, you set property. This is setting the set property, and you put what you have here. Have a system dot what system set property yes property property and you put the string also the same string 2. You put the host name, also the IP. So we're having like because we are on localhost, I put my IP .0 0.1 it's only for localhost, but I have to also put the means this one Java.RMI hostname hostname means this will be the hostname or the IP to be used here. So after this, what you have to do, what you have to create registry. So registry, we use the keyword registry and locate registry. So we have to come here and say keyword registry say registry in small letter equal to what saying register. So I have to make sure you get registry Java my registry and dot create registry means here I'll put the port I will use in communication. If you are having like anything connected to your computer, if you go to device manager, you have ports. If there is two programs which you are using, there will be no two devices or more devices which will use the same port. So like here we're having Bluetooth which is having COM6. Also if I plug like the USB device, you find that it is just it will have its port here. Automatically it will open its USB serial device port. So the same as on the network, you cannot have something different from the two servers or two machines running on the same port, but you can have like two clients which are calling one server through one we will use this IP and the ports, so that the many clients can contact to this server. So as we have seen, the given ports are among 81 and 6,000 and 5,000. So you need to choose one. Either choose 81. So have to make sure it is imported Java RMI.registry. Have the import and as supported the session must be from. So as we are having this one, let's see. Let me do this one. Java.RMI.org. So this I have to put in try and catch so that there all the session will be handled. So I have to try and catch and catch the session give it success, so that all the exception will be just. Now this registry repeat is to get the message. So next step is just you have to what you call define. There is bind also the define. So as you have to set a name which will be used to call the implementation or the class which having what the message we want to reach. So I have to come here and say the registry is this one. Registry. That's what. There is bind. We have also bind, which is having string parameter and remote parameter. So I have to put what? I have to put the name which I will be used. Let me call that we are having a student as an object. So let me use this one, and also the registry. It will come from using the keyword and create a code interface, so implementation of student service implementation. It's just will be having the main source and put two brackets opening and closing one. This just calling this. We will be using to access this by using this one. So student in client side. So after this one, we are done. What else you can say to check if there is server is running. Also, system out. Let's put any message. Server is running. So what you can add more features like let me come in one project and check this one where we have like some functionality there. Server is running second, so you can add other project. But here we are using only the server is running this site, but you can have like more features. So link, can I run this one and test? If I run, I click because it is having the main method. Let me see what's will go now. Oh, the server is running. If the server is running now, means nothing, no problems here, but I'll make sure it's close and close it. And now to create a quickest class to retrieve or everything, and just then come back again when we having everything, and we're going to work on the client side, also add the main features. Thank you for this part, and I think make sure for this, let me come back for this one, because I will make sure you are returning something. Returning something, and remember what you are returning. What to return signature is, have to return something. If it have a kind of integer, make sure I return now. So in the service, I've seen that you don't put access modifiers like public, like private. No, don't put anything here. Only just put the return type, the method name, and the parameter which will be, and put throws link to the session. So also in interface, have to make sure you are turning. Just use the keyword return or and service. Make sure that is how to tell yeah, but even if I think there no problem. So the super class which is calling the constructor from the class project also by returning this class and implements implements the service, the interface which you have in which one. So let me come back again and make sure everything is saved. I think this will be helpful.